You're with Julian on the Brown Note and a review of the latest album or mixtape by PinkPantheress. I find it odd when people say PinkPantheress. I find myself saying PinkPantheress. I don't know why. Who was anonymous for her early stage of her career, but was then revealed to be Victoria Beverley Walker from Bath in the UK. And unlike Billie Eilish, she is not an industry plant. She is a genuine bedroom star who got popular on TikTok, and this is going back like 2019, 2020, so a good 5-6 years ago, and started putting together mixtapes of music that was extremely referential to a lot of 90s and on electronic music trends from the UK. So whether it was, the hardcore scene to stuff like two-step and garage, almost like a Candy Floss version of Burial. And they had vocals, and the tracks were all very short, always like around 2 minutes. So she was like preload. She says she doesn't listen to albums because they're too long. She's preloaded for the modern era. And I have been a stan, actually. So I actually featured her album, mixtape, To Hell With It, in my top 10 albums of 2021 on the radio. And her full-length studio album, which is really good as well, I featured in my top 20 albums in 2023. She's back with Fancy That. And that's a mixtape, but it's a short album. She normally, at the start, was producing everything herself. I think she's got other people involved now to assist, but she's still listed as a producer, certainly much more so than Billie Eilish is. It's got a charming intro. My name is Pink and I'm really glad to meet you. You were recommended to me by some people. She has the cutest voice in pop music and a lovely singing voice. A lovely speaking voice. I can't work out whether she's posh or not, or whether she's less posh and putting it on. I think she's got a Kenyan mum and a white English dad, as far as I know. But no one like in the industry. And she speaks in a very quite posh sort of English manner. And the opening track, Illegal, is a standout. It's really, really nice. And it's got these really warm synth bars on it. It's going to be a short review. And there's a lot of conformity musically on this particular of the three releases. I thought the others were probably more diverse. This is probably only 25 minutes long. 20 minutes long, so it'd be a short review. But it's got some nice sort of low end and two-step and trance elements to it. Girl Like Me, it interpolates one of the greatest pop songs in human history, which is Basement Jaxx's Romeo. And she's got this really lithe way of her music continually having movement. She'll continually flip. She uses her voice really well on this album in multiple different ways. And the music continually moves. It doesn't hang around in any direction. It's still got a lot of the chaos sort of in the background this time of her music. Tonight is sort of bigger room club music, very warm sounds. Her programming of synths and drums, how much she's doing that herself now, I don't know. I think it was 100% before. Most of these tracks do list other producers. I would like to see that taper off a bit. I feel that this is a little bit too commercially polished. I wouldn't mind seeing... She's grown so well, like her career trajectory has been perfect. It's a little bit more homogenized this time around. Stars, another standout, really goofy, amiable male voice on it, like Bad Boy Chiller Crew. Wouldn't be surprised if it was someone from Bad Boy Chiller Crew. And a really good vocal hook and spoken word bits as well. These are all 2 minutes, but they're all packed with musical detail. There's a bit of drum and bass on Noises. And the branch out here, Nice Snow, is almost like one of those early Janelle Monáe sort of epic ballads, which is quite unusual in this context. And the stateside as well, it's almost like going back to 2007 Blog House with the synth and the bass. Slightly slower pace. And last track, Romeo, ironically called Romeo, is based around this sort of Red Hot Chili Peppers guitar. So I don't know how much of this she is producing on her own. There's the same producers listed on every track, Axel, Arvid, and a couple of others along the way. But I hope that she is doing most of the production still on her own, because you look at most of these other stars and they're just not. And the thing is, over these 3 releases, she is so streets ahead of the likes of Sabrina Carpenter or Chappelle Roan, or virtually any of these, Dua Lipa and Billie Eilish. Musically, she's streets ahead of them. I don't even listen to those people, but I do listen to her releases, and she is the only one that's really on a par as a peer with Charlie XCX of the Brat era. So another very strong release, fancy that. A brief but action-packed 20 minutes. I'll give an 8 out of 10 to